by far one of the most confusing teams to me right now in the entire NFL is the Chicago Bears, to be quite honest. And for me, I think it all starts and ends with Justin Fields. And I think, quite honestly, this team is not only slept on, that can be easily said about any NFL team. But as a Vikings fan, I can say that right now I see the NFC North coming down to the Vikings and Packers. But I made the mistake of doing it in the past. I'm not going to count out the Chicago Bears. Andy Dalton is a respectable quarterback, but to me, it all rides on what happens with Justin Fields. If he overtakes Andy Dalton for the starting quarterback position, and if he can take hold of that offense, the Chicago Bears are going to be a dangerous team. But before we get into why we think the Chicago Bears are going to be a dangerous team and why they can win the NFC, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We really appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome once again. When the Chicago Bears traded up for Justin Fields, I think, like many of us, shocked. But I do think that it was the best possible fit for the Chicago Bears. And I think Justin Fields is finally going to be their Hall of Fame quarterback, or their franchise quarterback that really they can brag about for centuries or for at least decades. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I think at the end of the day, this is going to be it's going to be a fun league to watch with Justin Fields at the helm for the Chicago Bears. And it's not like he doesn't have talent. I mean, you got to talk about David Montgomery, Tariq Cohen there in the backfield, Damian Williams as well, Allen Robertson the second, Marquise Goodwin. I mean, really, it is quite honestly, it's a very promising team this year. It really is. You also got Darnell Mooney, who, by the way, does not get any of the love that he should. You got Daz Newsome in the draft. I mean, this actually is a respectable roster here. You also call Cole Kmet, Jimmy Graham. That offensive line is coming together. Hope Tevin Jenkins comes back quickly. But all in all, this is a team that's stacked with talent, and it's a team that you have to watch out for, especially coming this year. It's a young team that's being put together. Now, I would say that based on how things, with Matt Nagy and everything, I think that the Bears might be in a position where they have to win this year, but I think they can do it. I definitely think they can do it. And I think, it really, Ryan Pace deserves a lot more credit, especially for what happened. He drafted like there was no tomorrow in this draft. We already talked about it. Tevin Jenkins, Justin Fields, Daz Newsome. There's a lot of players that he went out and got this year that I think is really going to help this team in the long run. But like we said, Tevin Jenkins, I think he can play guard. I think he can play tackle. You also got James Daniels and Alex Bars, also both Cody Whitehair. Jermaine Ifedi is also on the team. He's currently out right now, but I do believe that from top to bottom, there is some question marks I have about this team, but I don't think that it's nothing that they can't overcome. But at the end of the day, this is a dangerous Chicago Bears team, and we haven't even gotten to the defense yet. I mean, really, we haven't, and I think that they're going to be a lot of fun, and especially when you consider the fact that a year ago this team was in almost what I would say quarterback I don't know if it was quarterback purgatory, but it was pretty close. And now that they've got Justin Fields, it looks like it's all going to come together. But on the defensive side of the football, I mean, Akeem Hicks, one of the best defensive players in all of football. That's right, I said it. You heard it here first. Eddie Goldman. Also, by the way, I felt it was important to kind of touch on that Khalil Mack. I think a lot of people have said this man is overrated. Stop it. This man is clearly not overrated. He's one of the best players in the league, and I think that people need to really give him the respect that he deserves because he is, in my mind, one of the better players in the entire NFL. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch this year because as he is every year, really, if we're being honest. So, but overall, you talk about the entire defense of the Bears. It's constantly good. Roquan Smith, Danny Trevathan, Robert Quinn out there, Jalen Johnson, Eddie Jackson, Desmond Trufant there. I mean, it's the Bears. I mean, their offense is just deadly, and it's scary. It really is. But at the end of the day, this Bears team needed a spark. It needed a quarterback to go out and really make it contenders. And Justin Fields is just that. He's going to be a special player, and for a long, long time, too. So, but when it comes down to it, I think the Bears, when you combine all this talent, I think with the right coaching, if Justin Fields hits his stride, gets this offense in gear where they can put up with the amount of points, I think they can legitimately score anywhere from 21 to 30 points a game. I think that's how good this offense is when they get rolling. And if Justin Fields gets on his way, man, this could be a dangerous Bears team. It really could. So I'm really excited to see what this year holds for them because I think that the Bears have been kind of in and out of contention for the last couple of years. It's been really interesting to see. But at the end of the day, they've got all the talent in the world. They've got, I believe they've got the crew to do it. I think last year you saw the defense in a lot of ways, and I've seen it with the Vikings too. Defense kind of almost threw in the towel because, I mean, if you're only going to allow 17 points a game, but your offense needs to score 17 points, it's pretty tough to win in the NFL, especially when they had the offensive struggles that they did last year. But I don't think that's going to be the case this year. They're going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be a good team. They're a good young team that's just getting started. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. We love every single one of you. Make sure you guys check out our website at thesportsbeatpodcast.com. Give us a like and a follow. In the description down below, you will find all of our social media platforms. So make sure you guys go give us a like and a follow there. And if you have anything you'd like us to cover, make sure you just send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. But at the end of the day, let us know what you think about the Chicago Bears. Well, the potential for the Chicago Bears to win the NFC.